Mr. Adam Copeland. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for having me. So what's new? Sorry, I went for the obvious.
This is going to be excellent. Well, I'd like to begin by welcoming Adam to AEW. And I thought it was a great show tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight at AEW WrestleDream. It was an amazing event. Thanks to all of you. And I'd like to announce Adam Copeland has officially signed with AEW.
Yeah.
Congrats on being all elite, and something I'm really excited about, something that I think is going to set this apart, and something that got me even more excited about Adam being here is this is full-time. Adam's going to be with us every week. He's going to wrestle. He's a full-time part of the AEW roster. I think it's going to be a long time since anybody's seen Adam Copeland wrestle as much and at the level he's been in AEW. He's already been doing great stuff. He's wrestling at the highest level in recent years, but he's going to be here on a weekly basis, and it's something I'm so excited about because that's great news for us in AEW. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Part of coming here is that I wanted to contribute. I wanted to help, and I just felt like here I'd really be able to do that and have the opportunity to do that. And I look at an entire fresh roster of faces and so many talent that I've never laid hands on before. And that to me, as a person who is driven by challenges, that for me was the biggest thing. Like, I've never been in a ring with Samoa Joe. I've never stood in a ring with Sting before tonight. After 31 years in the industry, that's never happened. And then I see a guy like Nick Wayne, or I see Swerve. There's just so many possibilities here. And for me at this stage of my career, that is so enticing. That is so exciting. That is so, I said it out there after the fact when I came back out there tonight, I felt free. That's just the word I felt free, and it felt fun. And I felt almost like the same feeling I would have when I'd come out for my indie shows, back when I was either Adam Impact or Sexton Hardcastle or something. And it was this brand new thing that I always wanted to do. And that feeling, I felt it out there tonight. And that at this stage of my career, to feel that's special. That's, man, like, come on, 31 years in, and to feel that way, that's a gift. And this is all I ever wanted to do. And this feels like an opportunity to come in and not just come in every 3 months. I'm gonna be there every week. I'm a full-time guy, and I want to do that for as long as that is possible, because I feel like that's how I can help the most. And more than anything, that's what I'm here to do.
It's great news. And in even more great news, we're going to hear from Adam Copeland, the Rated R Superstar, for the first time ever on AEW Dynamite this Wednesday night. Perfect way to begin a new era and to celebrate the 4th anniversary of AEW Dynamite. So I'm really excited to have you this Wednesday in Stockton on Dynamite for the first time ever.
Yeah, I'll give the mission statement and kind of explain what happened tonight and what my thought process was there, because there was a lot of different things going on emotionally out there tonight. Hey, Keith, how you doing? Good to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, man, like, if you can't tell, I'm pretty excited, and I feel like a little kid again. And this is the best gig in the world. It really is. I'm a kid from Southern Ontario, and this is all I ever wanted to do. And if you had told me that 98% of what would happen to me throughout my career would happen, I'd say you're crazy. Well, throw this onto the list, and at the top of the list now, because my God, it just, man, I can't tell you how excited. And even just, so I'll tell you a story. Friday, I fly here Friday, right? And I call Darby, and I'm like, hey, Darby, you're a Seattle guy, right? So I want to get a muscle car. And do you got any cool sites that we could shoot? So we just went and guerrilla shot Friday night from like 9 to midnight. And I'm hanging out of the back of an SUV holding the cameraman while this muscle car is going 50 miles an hour down Gum Alley. Was it Gum Alley? With all the gum, which was disgusting and awesome at the same time. And I'm just like, I'm hanging out of an SUV holding the cameraman, and I'm just cackling at 49 years old. Like, this is amazing. What are we doing? This is awesome. And again, back to that word, just free. Sorry, verbal diarrhea.
It's great. That's amazing. And I love seeing you like this. I'm so glad you're happy to be here, and you're jumping right into the fire. Not only are you going to be making your first ever appearance on Dynamite this Wednesday, but then the following week, first of all, you're also coming to Collision, I believe, in Utah on the 7th. So he's working both shows this week. We're going to see Adam Copeland, the Rated R Superstar, Wednesday night, Dynamite in Stockton for the first time ever, and we'll see him for the first time ever on Collision this Saturday. And then the following week, Dynamite is actually going to be on Tuesday, October 10th, for Title Tuesday. It's my birthday. It's going to be a great event. We're going to have a great time. I'm very excited about it. And I got the greatest birthday present in the world, because the newest member of the AEW roster, the Rated R Superstar, Mr. Adam Copeland, has requested a match on October 10th in Kansas City. And we got a little preview of that action tonight on WrestleDream. Based on your request, it's going to be Adam Copeland, the Rated R Superstar, versus Luchasaurus on Tuesday, October 10th in Kansas City. And Luchasaurus is a multiple-time champion, one of the toughest wrestlers in AEW. It's going to be a great debut match for you.
It'll be hard. But I will say Luchasaurus is a guy that I always saw and saw so much potential in what he brings to the table. It's also kind of jumping into the deep end of the pool, but that's what I do.
It's awesome. So great. And we can take some questions, Mandy, if you want to.
All right, thank you.
We can get one from both of you.
Okay, great. Lyrics went monthly peers. So compared to a lot of your other peers from your generation, you've spent most of your career in one company.
Yep.
So now that you're in AEW, what are one or two of those bucket list items that you're looking to accomplish, whether it's an opponent or a match type? What's something that you're really excited to do?
You know, when I talked to Tony, I said, just in looking at the roster very quickly, like there's 14 names. I mean, that's just from a quick little cursory glance. But like I said, I mean, I've never faced Samoa Joe. That's really exciting to me. I've never faced or been in the same ring as Jon Moxley. Highly interesting to me. Claudio, never been in the ring. Like, there's so many different talent here that I have a lot of respect for, and I'd really like to feel what that is. Kenny Omega, like, that's never happened. I just met him. We'd never met before, you know. There's a lot here to see and to challenge myself with. And again, that's my entire life has been built on challenges. So to look at that, oh God, a guy like me, that's a steak dinner waiting to be eaten.
Two more questions right here.
Emily May with Sportskeeda Wrestling.
Hi.
So everyone was so excited, the fan reaction to have you debut tonight. And what I would love to know is, how did these conversations begin? And what can we look forward to, not only perhaps in ring, but also will you be helping out backstage perhaps in developing AEW talent or creating storylines?
I've always been a person that enjoys that process in terms of being heavily involved in the creative process and the direction of storylines, helping add little things. But those little things, when you put them together, they start to weigh a lot. I love that. I love detail, attention to detail, and just the little nuances. I love that. You know, I watch movies and I just, oh, why'd they make that choice? I used to follow directors around and they'd be so annoyed. I'm like, why are you making that choice? Why are we turning around here? Why are we getting this angle? I'd go to the DOP, go, what's going on here? What's going on with this lighting? I'm just fascinated. It's part of why I fell in love with this industry, is the storytelling element of it. You know, it's a form of art, and that's how I've always looked at it. And now it's an even more nuanced form of art, because it's so much more detailed, and the audience is so much more intelligent. So you have to work to that intelligence. And I absolutely plan to be helping out whoever wants help. Whoever comes and talks to me, I am an open book. And my 31 years of experience, if you want to tap into that, I'm a phone call, I'm a text, I'm a come talk to me face to face away. That's always been how I've been. So, you know, there were guys like I had a group of 7 people and I'd FaceTime with them an hour a day to help them find their voice in promos. I love doing that stuff. So that's part of what I think I bring to the table when I come here. And honestly, that was one of the really pivotal things, beside my daughter telling me that I should go be with Uncle Jay and have fun, that I thought I could really try and help here. And in turn, that helps the entire wrestling industry, which is the thing that I just love. Second behind my wife and my kids.
We can do a few more, I think.
Yeah, I'm on a roll.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Keith Elliott Greenberg with Inside the Ropes magazine. You mentioned that you were here Friday night. Now, there's a lot of people in this room who I think, had there been an Adam Copeland sighting, they would not have been able to contain themselves from tweeting about it. How did you manage to keep yourself scarce?
Oh man, I was sequestered. I sequestered myself in a hotel room. So we were in some sketchy neighborhoods. Like Darby took us to some sketchy places. It's like, ain't nobody here gonna worry about like Adam Copeland being here, kind of thing, right? So nobody saw us. And then I went to my hotel room and I just like sneak out to get food. And this one kid, bless his heart, I'm at this burger joint and I just really wanted a cheeseburger because I hadn't eaten for 14 hours. And I was like, I just want to get a cheeseburger. So I'm in there and I'm sitting there, I'm reading my book because I bring a book everywhere when I eat. And I looked up and he went, oh, I went, okay. And that was it. That was the only time that I had that encounter, because the rest of the time I was like, hoodie and all that. So yeah, that's what happened. I was out in Redmond.
That's great.
One final question. Hi, my name is Amanda from
Hi.
WrestleTalk.com.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. You sound excited.
I am. So I've been authorized to ask this question. I'm not asking anything about contracts or anything of the like, but my favorite version of Adam Copeland is when he's with his lovely wife. Is there any chance that we might see you together here, or is that something that you'd like to do in the future again?
I mean, anytime I get to be close to Beth, obviously I'm going to, be like super excited about that. I don't know about the possibilities of that in the foreseeable. But I love being around her, obviously. And we've had a blast when we did get to work together. But where she will be instrumental without anyone knowing it is she's my sounding board. So if you've seen me do something or you see something that you think worked, it was always bounced off Beth, and then she always gives me better ideas back. It's kind of amazing to be married to a Hall of Famer. It's pretty cool. Who can suplex you?
That's great. Maybe one more, I think.
Oh, you got hosed, man.
Sorry. Kevin Deers with Defy Wrestling. So the song that you came out to tonight, iconic song.
Yeah.
Why was it important for you to come out to that as opposed to a new theme? And was it difficult to secure that? Do you own the rights to that, et cetera?
So Alter Bridge are my friends. Mark Tremonti, who wrote the song, is a very good friend. So that song's with me wherever I go. And that was very important to me. To me, I've always been very musically motivated, and I think it sets the tone for a character, and it also sets the tone for Adam to get in that place. And that music, from the first time I heard it in Mark's house, after I dropped a beer in his foyer, after just meeting him, he played that for me with his scratch lyrics on it. And I was out with a neck injury. I was like, can I have that song? He was like, absolutely, dude. And we just met. And 20 years later, here we are. And I called Mark and I said, hey, what do you think? He goes, absolutely. Absolutely, dude. That answer is not going to change. And that was really, really pivotal important to me, because it would have felt weird coming out to something else.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.